Sorry, one sec. So I'm the regional sales manager for the South, so I think I've met some of you before. Sticking with the river cruising theme, I know you're probably well aware that Viking have moved over to ocean product as well now, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit and tell you a bit about both. But starting with river, obviously everyone knows Viking for being the biggest river cruise line in the world. If you've not heard of us before, I can only assume you've probably been living under a rock. But we are the largest river cruise line in the world. We're the most awarded river cruise line as well by both consumers and the travel industry. This year alone, just to give you an idea of the size in regards to river, we've got 63 river ships sailing, which is just absolutely insane. We keep bringing more and more out every year. But we are a privately owned company, so that's one thing that your clients will notice when they travel with us, is we do have that real family feel on our ships. Torsten Hagen, our chairman, he's still very hands-on with everyday operations of the company's workings. We've got 175 years, or over 175 years of river cruise heritage, so we really are the leaders and the experts in our field. I'm not going to go through every single itinerary we travel through because we will actually be here all night. But we basically go through all of your main waterways through Europe, Russia, China, and Vietnam and Cambodia as well. So we've got 17 fascinating itineraries worldwide on the rivers. One of our biggest advantages is that we've got the newest and definitely the most, some of the most contemporary fleet of ships on Europe's waterways, which we call the Viking longships, but I'm going to come back into a bit more detail on those shortly. And another big advantage is that all of our ships, bar one or two of them, are fully owned and operated by Viking. So that means no part of our operation is subcontracted. That includes our own crew. We directly employ them from Viking. And so, you know, it's a big advantage that we have complete control over everything that happens with the ships themselves, the itineraries, and so on. So as I mentioned, choice of fascinating destinations, so all of those main waterways through Europe, as Dave said from UniWorld as well, the Douro, you know, massive seller for us at the moment. Then you've got all, you know, real popular ones, which are always your Danube, your Rhines, all through southern France, all over basically. But I'm not, as I said, not going to go through too much detail on those. But in regards to our fleet, as I mentioned before, the Viking longships, so some of the newest, definitely the most contemporary ships out there. I'm going to come back into more detail on these in a moment, but we've actually launched 48 of these brand new ships since 2012. We've got another 2 launching next year also, so that'll take those up to 50 of these brand new ships sailing Europe's waterways. Now they carry 190 passengers, so it's a nice small number, quite intimate, which is really really good experience. We've got a nice mix of nationalities on board as well, predominantly Americans, Canadians, Brits, Aussies, and some Kiwis up there as well. Now for Russia, slightly bigger, they carry 204 passengers. Now the big advantage that we have in Russia is that we're the only company to have our own Western owned and operated vessels in Russia. Now I was fortunate enough to do our Russia trip last year, and after seeing the Russian ships which other operators use, not going to lie, we're in a very good situation there because some of the Russian ships aren't overly nice. Unfortunately, there's a law over there which prevents anyone from building new ships or bringing in any new ships, so everyone has to make do with what they've got. But because we own and operate our own, we can do what we want with them, so every couple of years we pull them apart, rip them to shreds, and basically rebuild them from scratch.